Hello everyone and welcome back to Tales of Grace's F Remastered with Chaos Counseling. This is the second evening stream that I promised, since just once again, for those who don't know, I am not going to be able to do any streams this weekend. I mean, okay, there is a slight chance that I might be able to find a little time on Sunday, but it just all depends on when we get back into town on Sunday and other factors. So, like I said, here's our second stream of Tales of Grace. Well, I guess, okay, to be fair, I almost streamed Edgelord, but I decided, given where I'm at right now in the Metroid Prime stream, it would mostly just be me referring to the guide, trying to make sure I can find where all the relics are, and given that this is going to be a shorter stream, I figured that might be a little dull to watch. Plus, I still haven't decided, mostly because I still haven't gotten any real feedback, if I want to get those off screen, you know? Right, I missed that chest because when I came in this direction at first, I took a left just because I kind of wanted to see what was there. You know, I always love it when I see kind of that beast, like lion head, come out of an attack, since Beast was always one of my favorite moves that Lloyd could learn in Tales of Symphonia, because most of the Beast moves he could learn, and per se could learn Beast too, was pretty guaranteed to knock an opponent flat, so it was a good way to give yourself some wiggle room mid-combat. So, like I said, it always makes me happy to see that animation in a Tales game.
That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
So smug, you smarmy jackass. Okay, bench SP was the big thing I was shooting for. Yeah, bench SP. I don't really care as much about the others. Oh, we just got a Mystic Art. Yep, we want to learn that. Oh, and I maxed out an extra CC. I want that. So yeah, we are gonna stick with this title for a bit. Let's see, can this? No. I mean, to be fair, if you looked at the... Oh, hold on one second. But yeah, just the angle the camera was at, it really did kind of look like I could go that way. Oh wait, I also just remembered something else. Hold on. Sorry about this. There. Sorry, everybody. Okay. Okie dokie. Oakley dokely do. We can go. Okay. We can, as long as I don't get any text from Abby, because she's current. So where Abby and I are going this weekend, Abby's already there, because it's the local. Basically, it's part of a conference that Abby needs to go to in order to maintain her teaching license. And yeah, I'm just coming up tomorrow. I'm gonna miss most of the conference, like, so I won't actually be part of that, like, at all. But we just kind of want to take advantage of the fact that she's already paid for a hotel and just kind of get away from it all, since I have been under... We've both been under a considerable amount of stress. Okay, I think this is the outfit that we just got for her. This is my least favorite costume that Sophie can get, because it's one of the more, I guess for lack of a better word, fetishized outfits that... Actually, maybe it's the middle school mascot that we just got. That, any of the characters in the game can get. And it's for the character who is clearly still underaged. Since, like I said, due to the fact that she was killed, she hasn't actually, her body hasn't aged like everyone else has. Again, assuming, of course, this is the original Sophie. Bum bum bum. I don't actually know what that just got me. But I don't know if I've ever actually dualized anything, but... Cool. Cool. That's I'm done for now. Oh, yes, please. Let me save. Let's see. No. What I need is up here. All right. In we go.
So there's the illusion of the girl and then Lambda. Could that mean that Lambda...
Could that mean Lambda what?
Are you thinking about something? I'm wondering about this Lambda thing that was in the records.
Keep wondering about it. It's important.
I'd like to know too. Maybe touching you will help us figure it out.
God fucking damn it.
Really? I guess we could try.
Don't listen to her. She's lying, Sophie.
Nothing so far.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm touching me.
Oh, damn it. Sorry, I feel like this game is very random when it decides to auto-scroll, or to auto-advance the conversation, you know?
There should be a device here that lets us exit from the ruins into Wallbridge above us.
That seems like a design oversight.
Okay, let's go find it.
I mean, I guess that's kind of helpful if you haven't played this game in a hot minute and couldn't 100% remember what the goal was, but, well, then again, I imagine that was in the original game, and these waypoints were an addition for the remaster, which, on the one hand, I do find them kind of unnecessary, but for the sake of beating this game in a timely manner, just so I'm not... Again, even though there are I've done plenty of games for the channel that I wouldn't mind playing for fucking ever, I don't want to, you know, stick us with a game for too long. Like, don't get me wrong, had things not kind of gone tits up, in a, for lack of a better word, with, what's it called? Baldur's Gate 3, I probably would still be playing that game now, and quite frankly, I would have no problems with that. Because I really and truly was enjoying playing Baldur's Gate 3 for the channel, but things just went very... Things just happened, and I don't want to talk about it.
Wallbridge, let's go over the plan one more time.
Okay.
Wallbridge is divided into northern and southern sections, each with a bridge that operates independently. Our ultimate goal is to lower the south bridge and open the gate there.
Yep.
However, if we can raise the north bridge, it will cut off my uncle's reinforcements. I'd like to deal with both bridges while we're there.
Fair enough.
Once we're inside, our first priority will be to raise the north bridge. After my uncle's forces are cut off, we'll proceed to lower the south bridge. Understood? Good. Pascal, if you would be so kind as to activate the device.
Sure, I'll just give it the old chunk, and then bam! Easy peasy, nice and breezy.
Is that your new catchphrase?
Are we inside Wallbridge? Yes, and we are likely surrounded by my uncle's men, so we should move with purpose.
I never move
Let's
with
make for the
purpose.
mechanism that controls the north bridge.
If I remember correctly, this is kind of like a mirror-shaped dungeon. Or at least, maybe I should say a symmetrical symmetrical dungeon, if I remember correctly. I think we're like in the dead center of... Well, no, we might actually be on one... Looks like we're on the... If we're looking at it north, it looks like we're on the left side of the bridge. see, is that, Ah, right. Richard's the one who can use cloaks. Makes sense. He does have a nice flowing cloak as part of his default attire. Oh, right. It does have multiple levels, though. Oh, okay. I do remember that, like, despite me having some issues with this game, with the game's design, due to, like, just the console limitations meant the dungeons were less inspired compared to other Tales games. I do remember this particular dungeon quite fondly.
This is the sword that will reclaim the kingdom.
Yeah, but when you kind of insist on keeping your sword sheathed most of the time and just beating people up with your bare hands, the sword's not gonna do that much, Asbel. I'm just saying. Alright, so that was Pascal's Tales of Destiny. Huh. That is very, very, very very strongly designed character, to say the very least. It's not a complaint or anything, just... Sorry, I'm kind of making sure I look around, sort of. I am going to look everywhere before I actually lower the South Bridge, but...
This is the sword that will reclaim the kingdom.
I freely admit I have no idea how I'm getting a lot of these titles, so I'll just take them. Titles, again, is how we learn most of our... You know, that is one thing I do really like about this game, because accumulating titles has always kind of been a mechanic of Tales games. It becomes less of a mechanic as the franchise goes on. I don't remember how much it features, if at all, in, like, Tales of...
No, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
If it features at all in, like, Tales of Xillia or the games after that, because I really don't think titles are in Tales of Arise, which was the most recent Tales game. But this is one of the more fun ways that they got implemented.
They just keep coming.
Because, like I said, Tales of Vesperia had something similar with gradually learning abilities, but it was tied to your weapons, which, to my understanding, was something one of the Final Fantasy games did as well.
I think that's all of them.
I don't know which one. It's just, I watched a video talking about a Final Fantasy game that did that. I'm like, oh, that reminds me of Tales of or just other games that did that. Whichever Tales game it was that did that. Why? Ah, okay, that's a character from Tales of the Abyss. Not gonna lie, she's probably my least favorite character from Tales of the Abyss. It's like, she's not the worst character in the world. She's not even the worst character in the franchise. She's just... Out of all the... The problem with Tales of the Abyss is it's got a very stuffed cast. And unfortunately, she's just kind of the most annoying in a game that already has too many characters that I can't truly care about them all, she's the one I care the absolute least about.
That was your best?
I mean, again, I do want to point out, we do have sort of an advantage given the fact that, let's see, that's right, this one's Nova. If I remember correctly, you need to use, oh, I did learn... Oh, is this not a Mystic Art? Oh, during L spell, got it. So it's L1. Right, I did learn some more. I think this might be one of my favorite, like... If it's the one I think it is, I liked having that one here. I could be completely wrong, but that's how we're gonna set up Asbel. Yeah, I want to. There we go. Nice. Yeah, this is the one that I do like having on this space. Because it's the...
What's our motto?
It's definitely the one that I just really like, because it just kind of lets Asbel go buck wild just by swinging his sword and attacking a shit ton. Pascal... Just gonna... Huh. It does fit her, though. Oh, is that on the ladder? Oh, here we go. Can I not get off here? Kind of thought I did. Wait, hold on. That's good, I think. Yeah, no, it fucking does add up. Okay. I like this setup. We're gonna stick with it. Okay.
This won't take long. This is the sword that will reclaim the kingdom.
Fascinating. I'll alert the media. Okay. I'm sorry, what exactly do you want me to do at the moment? Interesting. Well, then what was that other lever? I mean, did it... It might have said it was the south bridge lever, but...
Sweet! The North Bridge is up!
So far, so good. Now we just have to activate the south bridge.
Once it's lowered, we can open the gate. But the control room for the gate is locked, and the key is in the central tower. Let's go there first.
Okay. No, I kind of want to look around first before I start climbing again.
Ew, this barrel totally reeks of mold.
Ew.
It's probably hundreds of years old.
Speaking of ancient things, the knights seem to have merged with my uncle's forces.
Which means they're a bunch of dicks.
Wait, what?
When the first stage of Windor's emergency defense measures are ordered, control of the armies passes to the Knight Command.
Oh, I get it. Wait, no I don't. So what's going on now?
In short, the entirety of Windor's military is preparing to engage me in all-out war. It's been hundreds of years since we raised a force of that size. Asbel, will you fight?
I already am
I'd be lying if
fighting.
I said I wasn't afraid. But it's not enough to hold me back from what I believe in. There's nothing to worry about, Richard. I will fight by your side.
I'm relying on you.
Yes, I know. We've kind of got a thing going on. We're relying on each other quite a bit. It's cute and respectable. All right, let's get out of here. So that will take me out to the bridge itself. So I am genuinely trying to remember, like, this place's actual layout, because I really don't. Okay. So I guess this is the North Bridge.
Richard, are you wounded?
No. Just frightened is all. Whether they're traitors or not, I'm still raising arms against my own people.
Yeah.
It pains me to think of it.
You don't need to suffer like this, Richard. All of your fear and doubt, let me bear it for you. That's why I'm by your side, after all.
I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you!
I need you to keep on. That's the only way I can be saved.
What?
How will that save you?
Being your sword is a kind of salvation. I don't have a place in this world, but your hope gives me hope.
I kind of get where you're coming from, especially since everything's kind of...
In that case, Asbel, let's continue on.
You got it.
Given that your whole life just kind of got turned upside down in one go. But kind of becoming codependent on Richard like that's not healthy either.
This is the sword that will reclaim the kingdom.
Alrighty. How are we all doing on titles, by the way? Okay, we're doing alright.
This won't take long.
You were great, Pascal. Oh, you finally realized my greatness? Let's celebrate with a high five! Huh?
Okay, I think that is everything. I'm on the fence. Okay, I want you to learn bench XP, because I don't remember if you... I don't think Sophie is in my usual go-to preferred part. I could be wrong, but we'll get bench XP, and then we'll go for her Mystic Art. We just got... Okay, that is a Tales of Destiny costume. Maybe that is a Tales of Destiny 2 costume. I thought that character was in the normal Tales of Destiny. I could be wrong. Again, I don't actually know Tales of Destiny that much, other than it's one of the more popular Tales games. It's just, I don't own it. And I have never played it. Because it was for the PS1, and I didn't get a I never owned a PlayStation 1, and I didn't get a PlayStation 2 until relatively recently. And it's kind of broken. Plus, since it is such a well-liked JRPG from the 90s or 2000s, it's kind of rare. So... if I wanted to actually buy a physical copy, it would cost me several $100s, and I am not ready to spend that much on a game, even if it is supposed to be a really good one. gonna focus on that one. You know, it is kind of funny. So, like, when I was playing Final Fantasy V, I kind of was like, no, I gotta master all the jobs. I know I didn't master them all 100% by the end of the Edgelord stream, because I'm like, oh shit, I'm at the end. I'm not gonna make y'all wait while I grind jobs or whatever. But with this one, it's like, I'm perfectly content to not get everything from a single title before moving on, you know? I thought for sure that was a chest I can interact with. Okay. Hi, Mr. Twaddles. Yeah, my elf mixer is empty enough that I will take it. I don't know if I'm going to equip that book per se, but it's a good one to have. I like the music here. It's very good. Then again, the music in this game, as we've already established, is just really good in general. Then again, the music in the Tales franchise in general is just really good. I am debating on which Tales game I want to stream next. Because Abby and I streamed Berseria a while back. I've already streamed Symphonia. I don't have the ability to stream Abyss or Legendia. I no longer have the ability to stream either Zelia games, which is why I hope they get a remaster soon. So that leaves me with Zestiria, Arise, the abomination that is Symphonia 2, the absolute ass that is Tales of Vesperia. Ugh. Ew. I do not... Oh, jeez, that is ugly. That is so fucking ugly. Yeah, you are never wearing that, Pascal. Just, no, not happening. But yeah, that just leaves Arise, Symphonia 2, and Vesperia. And I don't want to stream either of those latter twos. Plus, then again, maybe it would be fun to stream Arise, because it's one of the few Tales games I don't... Yeah, let's get you the bench XP. But it's one of the few Tales games I don't actually know how I feel about it. Because, well, yeah, I genuinely don't know how I feel about it. I think it's fine, all things considered. I think it gets a little more hate than it deserves. Although I will admit it doesn't stick the landing in its final act. I don't know. How do I put this? I would...
Omelets, Sophie.
Yes, crablets. I bet Richard gets to eat special royal
What's it called?
No crablets?
Yeah, I'm afraid there's no such thing.
No
You wait, Sophie.
I would compare Tales of Arise to Tales of Graces to an extent. I still think Graces is better. Both of them have good stories with amazing characters, and their characters carry the whole game, in my opinion.
Someone's here.
What?
It's just, unfortunately, the final act doesn't quite stick the landing from a story standpoint.
Richard!
Oh no!
I did it! I did it! I killed the prince! Sophie! Pascal! Grab him! He'll call reinforcements! Come on. Just hang in there.
Yeah, keep shaking the guy who suffered a severe
Stay with me.
bodily injury. That will go well.
Huh?
Bum, bum, bum.
Richard?
Yep, you know it's
You filth.
you know it's a problem because his cape is fluttering indoors.
Richard?
Is no one going to question why he's able to stand?
How dare you? You filthy scum! You'll pay for what you did to me. You'll suffer like no other.
Richard, stop! That's enough!
It's not enough. It'll never be enough. It's nothing compared to the pain that I feel.
No, Richard! Stop it right now!
How dare you order me?
That body's surprisingly intact.
Richard.
What? Wait. I'm sorry, Asbel. I didn't mean to say that.
Are you okay? Is it your chest?
It'll be okay. Let's just hurry to the South Bridge. We have the key now.
We're just going to ignore the fact that you stood up after a fatal
Yeah,
injury.
Okay, but what about your wound?
Okay, Asbel's not ignoring it.
I'm all right. He barely struck me. It's nothing to worry about.
Except,
Nothing? But I saw how deep it was.
He's right. He actually looks just fine.
He was bleeding like crazy.
but we couldn't show that because...
All right, that's enough, Asbel. Open the gate already.
Right. Got it.
This should... The top of the tower feels like there should have been a boss battle up there or something. Scabbard.
This won't take long. Okay.
I'll keep on getting stronger.
I will open it in a minute. Again, I want to fully explore. I will say, I think besides maybe Tales of Xillia, this game has one of the, shall we say, cheapest Mystic Art costs. Okay, good. That's what I wanted you to learn, was bench XP. Since some other games, in order to use a Mystic Art, you have to use a chunk of your MP or TP or whatever it's called. I think I'm going to focus on that to get you spread, but I do also want to see what else I might. You know, getting the exceed could be good. But you are our main magic damage dealer, so no, I want you to focus on getting spread. Sorry, double checking. Yeah, Richard's been at that one for a while. It makes sense, because that's one of, like, their, like, first couple titles that appears on his board. And I need to get to level 5.
All right, the South Bridge is down.
Okay, I feel I have adequately explored. And then they walk into an ambush and they're all massacred. The end.
I hear people cheering. I think we did it.
Our work is done. The soldiers can handle things from this point forward.
Right.
I said move forward. Advanced dialogue, damn thee.
Ah, what was that?
It was a boomerang sword.
I know that blade.
I thought I taught you to maintain your guard until the battle is finished.
Captain Malik.
Using a small team to infiltrate the fortress and open the gate was an excellent strategy. But your endgame was weak. If I defeat you here, the tide of battle turns to me. Wouldn't you agree, Your Highness?
You would threaten me, even knowing who I am.
The knights have sided with the new king. Thus, this is my job.
I've sworn to defend Prince Richard against all who oppose him. Even you, Captain.
So be it, Asbel. Grant me no quarter, for you shall receive none.
We will survive!
Mystic Art, so be careful, everybody. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I'm okay, he did do a Mystic Art. Nice. Oh. Yeah, I guess we did just get a fuck ton of SP from that, so that makes sense. Nice. I don't know why everything just went quiet. What happened?
You've grown strong,
Okay,
Asbel.
maybe it was just supposed to go quiet.
Captain.
Your Highness, Duke Dallin reports that we have successfully taken the fortress.
There is little point in further resistance.
You know when you are beaten. This, at least, is an honorable trait.
Richard, wait! Captain Malik was only doing what he thought was right. He could be a vital part of your kingdom when the war is over.
I will decide who belongs in my kingdom. What's happening?
Oh, your aggressive tendencies are coming out.
What's wrong?
No, this isn't me.
Richard!
I'm fine. Forgive me. I felt unwell for a moment. I'll decide the fate of these men later. For now, lock them in the fortress so they do not escape.
Yes, sir.
Richard? I must speak with Duke Dallin.
It seems I may live to see another day after all. Asbel, though you did not complete your training, you have become a fine knight. Serve this country and Prince Richard well.
Thank you, Captain. None of this would have been possible without your instruction.
So, what happens to him?
We fought on different sides, but he's still a citizen of Windor. I don't think they'll be too hard on him.
You never
I
know.
hope not. Anyway, what now? Do we go find Richard again, or what?
Yeah, he said he was going to speak to Duke Dallin.
Sharia.
What?
Sharia is down there.
She is? Let's go take a look.
Can we, like, just jump off the bridge? That'd be fantastic.
Asbel, what are you doing here?
We could ask you the same question.
Oh, Sophie, I'm glad you're safe. I was so worried when the two of you left Lant. And you are? I'm Pascal. Totally nice to meet you, Sharia. Yes. Nice to meet you as well.
So what are you doing here?
I joined a relief organization made up of volunteers from Lant.
That's good.
I wanted to help those who were hurt in the battle.
A relief organization, huh?
You came to a battlefield to help people? That's so totally noble and brave and stuff.
Come on, let's take you to Richard. I'm sure he'll be willing to support your cause.
He was gonna go see the Duke, right? So where's that? Sophie, I don't want to be rude, but your hair is filthy, and you're covered in dirt. Have you been bathing regularly? No. What? You're supposed to take care of her.
I am taking care of her! But I mean, come on! There's only so much I can do, you know?
I suppose. Look, I'll clean you all up soon, all right? Okay. It's not like skipping a few baths will kill you. Yes, it will. Dirty people are unhealthy people. Everyone knows that. I'm going to scrub you both down later. You okay? You okay? Stop that. Don't mimic her.
Agreed.
She's like their mother.
Well, yeah, the game does kind of push the, you know, YouTube being kind of like the parents of the group. I don't know why she doesn't, like, formally join, because I'm pretty sure she does formally join the party again after this cutscene. Again, I could be wrong about that, but... Okay, so we got a cutscene up here. That's what the point of this little area is.
More soldiers are rallying to our cause after news of your highness's victory. I doubt even Archduke Cedric can match our strength now.
Convenient.
The false king shall soon topple and fall. My dear uncle must be trembling in his boots.
That's Richard?
Asbel, you're here. Good. We've come a long way. When Barona falls, the war will be over.
And, yeah, he's not wrong. Again, I think I mentioned last stream, we're going to go immediately take Richard's throne back. Because, again, you'd think the game would let you sit and stew in this war to retake the throne. But the game moves at a breakneck pace.
Then this country will know what it means to face true justice. Who are you?
Sharia Barnes. It's been a long time, Your Highness.
Sharia, did you hear my appeal and come to join the fight?
No, I...
Fear not. Once I reclaim my throne, I will save the good people of Lant.
Sharia came to help the wounded.
Ah, excellent. I have many injured men, and your skills will be most welcome.
Thank you.
Healing our allies must be your top priority. As such, you may ignore the prisoners.
What?
Those who lend aid to my uncle are no better than beasts. Even their wounded deserve no mercy.
Yeah.
They're still citizens of Windor.
Those who stand against me have no place in my kingdom.
But, Richard...
Everyone must know the consequences of disloyalty. This is why I plan to have the traitors executed. They nearly killed me. Their crimes are unforgivable. Death is the only thing those scum deserve.
Richard, no! You have to reconsider!
Do you really think so, Asbel?
They weren't fighting you because they wanted to. Only a coward would kill his own citizens out of fear.
You dare lecture me on the rules of proper kingship?
No, I'm just trying to help.
Silence! I will hear no more of this! Do not forget your place simply because I have shown you kindness.
Your Highness. Take His Highness inside and fetch a doctor immediately. Asbel Lant, you are suspended from duty. We shall consider your recent behavior and decide an appropriate punishment.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Duke Allen.
What's gotten into Richard?
Are you and Richard fighting? But you're friends.
Friends. Yeah, we're friends. But I just don't know what he's thinking anymore.
I'm worried about him too.
I mean, I don't know. He kind of got, killed. And then kind of came back from the dead. And then he started acting way more aggressive. Maybe that had a little something to do with it.
No. He never used to get angry like that.
His Highness has recovered. Also, we have decided to postpone a decision on the fate of the prisoners. For now, they will remain under guard here in Wallbridge.
Thank you.
You, however, are ordered to distance yourself from the prince.
Yes, sir.
You are free to continue fighting for us, but will no longer be afforded any special treatment.
Understood, sir.
Well, this day has been a little nuts. Oh, hey, Sharia. Are you all done zapping the wounded? So what you gonna do now, Asbel?
From how the Duke spoke, I don't know how much longer I'll be welcome here.
Will you go back to Lant?
I have no place in Lant. You know that.
But maybe if you talked it over.
Why bother? I was never fit to rule anyway.
That's not true.
So how are things in Lant right now?
Well, Hubert is... He's doing a lot for the people. He was actually the one who suggested I start the relief organization.
I
Said
see.
something.
All right. For now, I'll stay here and fight for Richard. Even if he's angry with me, I can still help.
Plus, who knows? Maybe he'll change his mind or something. Do you mind if I come with you? If he invades the capital, there will be a lot of people who need our assistance.
True.
And I don't want to leave Sophie again. You know, I could take care of you too, if you just liked me.
You're a creep, Pascal.
If that's what you want, Sharia.
Thank you.
Alright. Sherry, what title did I have you working on? Ooh. Those are good arts. Alright, I'll probably have you work on those two. But yeah, for now, I'm going to have you working on this.
On the orders of Duke Dallin, your team will be allowed to join us in battle. However, you will not belong to the regular army. Instead, you will function as an independent commando unit.
Thank you,
I
random
understand.
person.
Please tell the Duke and His Highness that we will do our best.
An independent commando unit? Sounds like it just means we can do whatever we want.
That's a really short-sighted way of looking at it.
Sharia, Hubert, everyone has a place and a purpose. But what about me? Well, pouting about it won't change anything.
That's another thing I do kind of like about Asbel.
For now, I'll just do what I can to help Richard.
Because quite frankly, I imagine all of us can relate to that overwhelming feeling of being lost that he's going through right now. Because he thought he had a place in the Knights, and then things went down and things went south in Lant, so he had to abandon being a knight to go back to Lant. He decided, I'm going to
You were right
become
by
Lord.
Richard's side, Asbel. Couldn't you have stopped him?
Come on, Sharia. Don't you feel bad for Richard? He was almost murdered by his own uncle.
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
I'm trying to understand, but it's difficult. Is more fighting really the only solution?
I can
Plus-
understand that you feel sorry for all the wounded, Sharia, but I don't think you're being very fair about this.
Plus, how exact... Wait, why are we auto-scrolling now?
You don't have to... Oh, Asbel. Can you not see that Richard was in the wrong here?
I mean, Sharia, Asbel did try to stop Richard. You clearly saw how well that went. Richard's not actually listening to Asbel right now. But, again, back to what I was saying, just that feeling of not knowing your place in life, I imagine most of us can relate to that. Because, you know, he wanted to be a knight. That didn't work out. He went back to be the Lord of Lant to try to help. Hubert kicked him out. He thought his, you know, his role was to be, you know, Richard's friend and confidant, and Richard is acting like a complete and utter psychopath. So, yeah, I think a lot of us can really identify with just this feeling that Asbel's going through right now. Where, I know, where's the Mystic Art? There we go. Yeah, keep working towards that. And Sharia, you just rejoined, so you weren't part of that boss fight, so you didn't master anything in one fell swoop.
This won't take long.
I think that's all of them.
Hey, chef. How did I miss that? Oh, I don't think we actually ever walked up to the hut. Now that I think about it. Who wants a sample of my pasta?
We are very sad to announce this will be amazing. We are awesome, unbeatable, amazing.
And unable to coordinate.
Sweet. Oh, Asbel, do I need to call the ambulance for you?
I hope Captain Malik's okay.
You really love that captain guy, huh?
It's more than that. I respect him. He taught me all sorts of things about being a knight.
So what's night school like anyway? Was it all fun and filled with teenage pranks or whatever?
Not really. Actually, I didn't have a lot of time to goof off.
No?
The instructors and students were all working towards the same shared goal. My 7 years there just kind of flew by.
Well, that doesn't sound all that bad to me. What do you think, Sharia? How would I know? Rawr. All this school talk rub you the wrong way?
Kind of. I mean, Sharia doesn't have...
Asbelant, have you come here on His Highness's orders?
What orders? Did the prince come this way?
Yes, he took a squad inside just before you arrived.
I see. All right, let's follow them.
I mean, I kind of feel that's ignoring the whole distance yourself. You're being ordered to distance yourself from Richard. I mean, not that I would do anything Dallin said personally, but I don't know, I kind of feel like pointing that out.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
Maybe. Alright. No more arts like that, but I am filling that out, thankfully. How are we doing on titles, everybody? Yeah, let's fight.
We are very sad to announce.
No one can stand before my blade.
I mean, yeah, you're kind of right. We are kind of just cutting through enemies willy-nilly. One of the many benefits of breaking the game.
Sometimes I get so lost in serious thought. About what? About how I could think more seriously about things. Oh, brother.
Yeah, we've all had goofy thoughts like that, you know. Kind of reminds me of, what's it called, that Rhett and Link song called I'm a Thoughtful Guy. Which, no, for the record, I don't really watch Rhett and Link. That was just... someone just played me a number of their songs back from like 10 plus years ago.
Time at least, right?
And I think just like between that one, Rub Some Bacon on It, they're just... those songs were weird enough that they just kind of lived rent-free in my brain, you know? I don't know. I never got that into their content. Yep. Here's where it happened. This is where Sophie was killed. We got attacked by that monster. Sorry, I thought I want to... Because, like, the last couple times we came through here, we didn't exactly have time to properly explore the place. So I kind of want to make sure I do that now. Huh? Oh, there we go. Was that, like, just a shortcut? Weird. I guess it's nice that there are just multiple ways forward, I guess. No. I mean, again, I don't know how, if ever, I'm coming back here, but if I can't use at least half of the Elith, I'm not going to use it. I don't want to waste it. I think we broke it.
Asbel, what's a grave?
Well, it's a place where dead people are buried.
Why are they buried?
It's kinda hard to explain. But when I die, I'll be buried in one too.
You're going to die?
Hold on, I don't plan on dying anytime soon.
good. Thinking about that makes me feel bad. But why do I feel that way?
What you feel is normal, Sophie. No one wants to see anybody die.
But Asbel, aren't we fighting other people?
Yep.
Well, yeah, I guess we are. Sorry, I don't think I can help you make sense of that now. But I might have an answer for you someday. Ask me again when I'm older, alright?
Okay, you can teach me once you know.
Richard!
Asbel, you're here.
Yep.
As you can see, we were ambushed and all my men slain. I alone managed to survive.
This place is dangerous. You should let us take it from here.
Impossible. I must settle things with my uncle personally.
Well then, at least let us accompany you.
Very well.
Let's see, you mastered one. I don't think I'm gonna use Richard. I think I'm gonna stick with the 4 I'm currently using. It's partially due to the fact that, well, we'll get into that. Well, and which way was it? If it kind of said that both ways were technically the way forward. Well, I'm glad I doubled back, because then I could get the peach gel. Yeah, not that I'm strictly going to need a ton of healing items in this playthrough, but still, it's good to have them. Because you never know.
No! Stop! Don't come out!
Richard, are you alright? Are you hurt? It's the wound you took at Wallbridge, isn't it? Or is it the poison you told me about? The one given to your father?
Yes. My uncle tried to poison my father. And, as I expected, he did the same to me. But when that didn't work, he came at us directly. I will make him pay. He will curse the day he tried to take my life.
Richard.
We've wasted enough time. Let's go.
Well, they're not
No,
20
a little
anymore.
to the left. There, yes. Ooh, Sharia, that feels great. What is this? I've never heard of this healing method. It's acupuncture. Acupuncture? What does it do?
Interesting.
Oh, that feels really good. I don't know. I'm still studying. Whoa, wait a minute. You're having me perform a treatment on you, and you
I'm sorry,
don't
but
even
the
know what
way
it
she was
does?
talking about, like, a little to the left or whatever, are you sure you're not doing acupressure?
Huh? Those those two are off in their own little world again.
Such fabulous vases, wouldn't you agree? A shame only one remains intact.
Sorry. To be honest, I don't really know anything about antiques.
That was weird. That was kind of fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie. Especially since I didn't really feel like that scene in particular was about anything that was actually happening. I need to plug my phone in. Okay, got my charger. Cause yeah, I blew through my power today. Yes, I'd like to trust this computer. Okay, cool. I wonder if this was kind of officially the game where the Sorcerer's Ring stopped getting used as prevalently. Because the game right before this one was, at least I think Vesperia was right before this one. I don't remember if Tales of Symphonia 2 came out in between Vesperia and this one, but... And then again, I don't even remember if the Sorcerer's Ring was used in Tales of Symphonia 2. It's been so long since I even played... Because, like, the last time I tried to play Tales of Symphonia 2 was 12 years ago at this point. It was when, So the first time Tales of Symphonia was re-released, at least in the United States, it was on the PlayStation 3 port. And it came in a 2-pack that gave you Tales of Symphonia and Tales of Symphonia 2. And I got like the super special collector's edition. So I got like little minifigures of Lloyd, Colette, and the two main characters from Tales of Symphonia 2. But just trying to play through that game again just really punctuated how annoying the main character, like, just... First of all, they just completely character assassinated, like, a number of the characters from the first game got character assassinated, but Lloyd in particular was just destroyed by that game. And then... And then just unfortunately the new characters, Marta and Emil, kind of sucked. And Marta is the reason why I hated Laura Bailey as a voice actress for years. Because, like I mentioned earlier, Sharia was the character that got me to change my mind on Laura Bailey's voice acting. Because Laura Bailey will often use the voice, like her standard female protagonist voice, just the voice she's using for Sharia right now. I first heard it in Tales of Symphonia 2 with Marta, and I hate Marta. Like, Marta might be one of my least favorite Tales characters ever. She's not my absolute least favorite. I think my absolute least favorite will always be... Well, that's cute. Will always be Yuri from Tales of Vesperia for a lot of reasons, but that's neither here nor there. But Sherry's pretty bad. It's like, I think I can tolerate... Yeah, Yuri's my least favorite. Well, but Marta and Emil are pretty high up there.
Pascal looks worried. She said she was torn between eating 10 banana pies or 12. I see.
Fair. Just stay here. Just stay out of the way and don't get hurt. Actually, maybe, don't get me wrong, while I will always personally hate Yuri from Tales of Vesperia, thinking about it, I actually think my least favorite Tales character might be Rose from Tales of Zestiria. Since, how do I put this? I don't like Yuri, but with some tweaking, he could be made to work. Rose just kind of ruins a good thing. Like, Zestiria has such a strong start, and it gets completely derailed because of Rose, in my humble opinion. Like, there's more to it than just that, but not by a lot. Rose just kind of sucks. Maybe I should stream Zestiria. If no other reason than we have streamed Berseria. And Berseria is a prequel to Zestiria, for those who don't know. And just so I can kind of put out in the world, I'm like, here is why this game is not good. And again, I'm someone who's actually something of a Zestiria apologist. I don't think it's good, but I think there's more to it than a lot of people give. There's more good in it than people give it credit for.
That was some fancy knife work. What else are you hiding from us? Oh, I'm not hiding anything.
Okay, that should be the last costume. Alright. Yeah, this is what I want you to focus on next. And that costume is from Tales of the Abyss. I don't love that design either. Like, I think the design's fine. Yeah, I don't really like that design. Might be because I don't really like that character very much, but I really don't like that design. You know, I seem to remember earlier I said Annis. So the character that Sophie... Wait a second, I just realized no one has a Tales of Symphonia costume. Oh wait, no. Richard has a Zelos. Never mind. Again, it's not the end of the world if there was no Symphonia costume in this game, but given just how everyone has a Tales of Destiny 2 costume, it would just, I don't know, it just would have been kind of weird. And there were 2 Tales of the Abyss costumes. Oh, but no one here has a Vesperia costume, I also just realized. That might lend credence to my theory that at the time, Graces was an apology for Vesperia, so they were trying to not acknowledge it in a weird way. I could be completely talking out of my ass out of that one, but I don't fully think I am. Because it's like, I kind of understand why there's not a there's no like Tales of Legendia characters or no Tales of Hearts characters, at least costume-wise anyway, since... I mean, I know Tales of Hearts was made kind of contemporarily with this one, since the Tales of Heart... most Tales games, not all of them, I don't know, but usually Tales games will often have cameos from other characters from other Tales games. This game, it's like only in an optional dungeon. There's a character from Tales of Hearts. They change her name from the... They change her name in this game, and it pisses me off, but that's neither here nor there. Likewise, in Tales of Hearts R, which was the remake of Tales... So Tales of Hearts was initially released on the DS. It got a really, really, really good-looking remake on the Vita called Tales of Hearts R. So again, I don't know if... And in Tales of Hearts R, I just realized, where's Lightning Strike? So I need to make sure I keep Lightning Strike on, because that's my Nova ability. Because there are some enemies that can only be hurt via Nova. That's right, Ruinous Bloom is a pretty decent art. But yeah, at least in Tales of Hearts R, the guest characters are Pascal and Hubert. Now, I don't remember if we did the side quest where we saw the guest characters, but in Tales of Berseria, Mila and Jude from Tales of Xillia are the guest characters in that game. Think. I don't think... I could be wrong. No, I'm pretty sure there are guest characters in Tales of Symphonia. It's just they're locked behind, like, a really difficult arena fight. And unfortunately, I've never been good at the Symphonia arena. So I don't think I've ever actually seen them. Again, I could be completely wrong about that, and I've just never really looked it up. But I don't think I am. I don't think I'm wrong about that. I just... Because I've never seen it, I don't know which Tales game the guest characters are from. And then, if there are guest characters in Abyss, I couldn't tell you which ones. I've barely played Abyss because I really can't stand playing that one, and same with Vesperia.
There she goes again.
Hi.
Major Victoria, what are you doing here?
I'm not here on Academy business. Surely you realize that.
You're Cedric's guard.
Gold star for you, young man. But you need to leave here.
No!
I see. Then you leave me no choice.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like there's a character from Tales of Zestiria that I would be shocked if they didn't take some inspiration from her, because they even fight with a spear. Well, I mean, I guess technically the character in Zestiria says she's fighting with, like, a big sword, but it's a spear. You know, I could be remembering wrong, but I think actually the current party I've got is my usual go-to party. The only exception is I may use Hubert instead of Sophie. Again, I could be wrong about that, but I don't remember. It has been a while since I've replayed this game in any meaningful way. I'm surprised Richard didn't go on a tirade about I must kill, ah, ah, ah. Where is, you said I got Frostbreaker Adept. So I definitely want to work on that since Frostbreaker is my favorite art. This game, gotta learn Phantom Flash, then I can move. Oh, right. That has your Mystic Art. Doors. I'm gonna go through all the doors.
I don't anticipate challenge.
That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
Alright, just then Phantom Flash. Arts. Alright. It's, oh, this is a Nova one. Okay, we'll see. Let's try Phantom Flash. See if it's any good. Alright, where was it? Frost. Right. Well, good for you, Cook. Heck, I want my cook to be a badass who can defeat knights and whatnot. Sounds awesome. Yeah. I know that wasn't quite half, which is what I said is, but it's over 100. Oh yeah, no, I like Phantom Flash.
Oh, you finally realized my greatness? Let's celebrate with a high five.
Can't really blame you for just kind of trying to ignore this. I mean, yeah, no, I wouldn't. If I could just ignore the fighting, I would too.
The throne room is just ahead. My uncle may be a coward who poisoned his own family, but he still has skill with a blade. Are we all ready for this?
Y'all ready for this?
As ready as they come. Yes, may the...
And you?
Of course. Let's head onward and finish this quickly. His transformation at Wallbridge surprised me, but everything's fine now. He's back to normal again.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. It's nothing. Let's just keep going. Just know that I'll do whatever is in my power to make sure we meet your goal.
Thanks, Asbel.
Richard, how dare you show your face here?
It's over, dear uncle. My army has the capital surrounded.
What? Is that really you?
What a stupid thing to say. I have come to avenge my father.
I am the rightful king of this land, and you will not stand in my way.
We will survive.
Yeah, I think we will stand in your way. Also, Richard, sorry, not sorry that I'm not letting you... Oh, wait, what happened? Right, it's later Tales games that let you switch which characters you have active in combat. Oh, yep, here we go. Oh, jeez. That hit both of us. Despite the fact that he was focusing Sophie. I just wasn't meant to be king. Imperial egg, huh? Yeah, that's definitely a lot of...
No, not now. It can't be. Oh, no, and I'm finally this close.
They say a throne chooses the king who sits upon it. You cannot bargain for it, or seize it through treachery. I'm glad you were able to learn this before you died, Uncle.
How did you draw a sword that long?
Oh, and also, this is for my father.
Stop, Richard. That's enough.
I've finished what I came here to do. My father died in this room. Now his soul can rest.
Yeah, where were you all this time, douche canoe?
It seems you have achieved all of your goals, Your Highness. Congratulations.
Dallin, what's the situation?
The spies we placed in Verona opened the gates for our troops, and we entered without casualties. Only a few scattered soldiers still resist us. The city should be ours within the hour. I believe it is finally over.
Yeah, after like...
No, it is not.
Maybe an hour or two?
This is only the beginning. The beginning of a new chapter in the history of the Windor Kingdom. Correct?
As you say.
Time for the coronation. The people must have no doubt that I have ascended to the throne.
I don't remember this cutscene. I mean, it doesn't mean it wasn't in the original, but I know that a lot of these remasters do add new animated cutscenes. Okay, I'm kind of remembering it now. surprised he's not wearing a crown of some... Oh, wait. It's... Okay, got it. This was put together quickly.
Today, I reclaim the illustrious throne of this glorious kingdom. From this day forth, our land will enter a new age of prosperity.
Hello, Lone Wolf.
May the wind guide our blades.
May the wind guide our blades!
We'll see. It's up to you two.
Hey, you're back! So, are things gonna work out with the prisoners or what? You know, you could just ask Richard directly. Of course, he's all kingy and stuff now, so that might be kinda tough.
Asbel Lant, His Majesty requires your presence in the throne room at once.
If you say so, Dad.
Thank you. I'll be right there.
I'll be right there.
This might be about the prisoners. I'll be back in a bit.
Everyone's gone. I'm all alone. You know, again, I get that this game, like I said, is going at a breakneck pace.
For those knights who sided against His Majesty has been decided.
But I do wish they'd spaced out Richard's slow descent into evil a little more.
In his infinite mercy, the king has chosen to forego their execution. Instead, the commanders will be stripped of their rank and titles and expelled from service.
Asbel, I summoned you here for a different reason. I have reached a decision regarding the current situation in Lant.
You have?
Earlier, we informed you that the Stradan military has occupied Lant's Creus mines.
Okay.
Because of this, our country's supply of Creus is nearly exhausted. If this continues, it will be a serious blow to our country's economy and the lives of our citizens.
Okay.
Such thoughts are deeply painful to His Majesty, and so he has decided to take immediate action.
What kind of action?
We will invade Lant.
What? You can't! You'll initiate an all-out war with Strata! And the people of Lant will be caught in the middle!
We have sent numerous messages to the Stratans ordering their withdrawal, but they continue to cower behind their meaningless alliance with Archduke Cedric. We have also heard rumors that the people of Lant wish to break away and join Strata permanently. That is nothing less than high treason against His Majesty and his kingdom.
I mean, nothing about what you just said is technically
I
incorrect.
cannot forgive those who turn against me. We will drive Strata and all who support her from my lands.
You can't be serious!
With that in mind, Asbel, His Majesty has chosen you to command the invasion force.
Me?
This is a chance to both redeem your honor and reclaim your homeland. Be grateful that His Majesty has elected to be so generous, and serve him well.
You asked me to fight against my own brother? And my own people?
Tread carefully, Asbel Lant. I rule this country now. Would you defy your own king?
Richard. Your Majesty, will you at least send me to Lant as an envoy?
Do you really think you can convince Strata to leave? As I remember, their commander is your brother, and the very man who drove you out in the first place.
Yeah, but
Do not expect a different outcome just because you're related. Blood breeds hate as well as love. You need look no further than my late uncle to see this.
once again, you're not technically wrong.
You are no different. Your brother has forced you to this position, and you hate him for it.
Not really.
I haven't given up on repairing my relationship with my brother. Please, I beg you, give me one chance. I will convince my brother to enter negotiations.
Very well. If this is your wish, I will give you the chance.
Thank you, Your Highness.
However, time is short. You are to leave for Lant without delay.
I understand.
Your Majesty, is this wise?
He's such a kind man. It's the trait I love most in him. I must take good care of him.
Like I said, I wish they had paced Richard's descent into being the bad guy a little more, you know? Because it's not...
Sharia.
It's not terrible, especially since... Sorry, one second. I'm going to grab something to drink real quick. My throat's getting dry. Because narratively, I'm okay with this. I just wish it was spaced out better.
What is it?
Is it true that the people of Lant want to secede from Windor and join Strata?
Well, I did hear a few people suggest something like that.
Sharia, you have to listen to me. Our homeland is about to become a war zone.
Yep.
Richard is planning to invade Lant.
No!
I'm going back to Lant. I have to convince Hubert to enter negotiations.
Well, I can't just sit around here. I'm coming with you.
Mind if I tag along as well?
Because, like, if it's not obvious,
Malik?
Richard fills the role of the traitor character in this game. So, one of the reasons why I'm done using Richard was because he's not part of the party for the rest of the main story. He becomes a main party member again during the F arc, but...
Had you not interceded with Richard, the other knights and I would have been executed. I owe you a great debt, and this is a way to repay it.
Thanks, Malik.
It'll be an honor to have you at our side. Thank you, Captain Malik.
Thank you, Captain.
I'm not a captain of anything anymore.
That's a
You'll
good
always
point.
be Captain Malik to me.
Asbel.
I think we're ready. Let's head for Lant.
Alright, titles, Malik. Let's see, you're working on those two. I think you got those two. Oh, you get 4 costumes. Interesting. Oh. Here's a Vesperia costume. He looks good in that. And then, yeah, like I said, he's got probably the most... I mean, yeah, he's still wearing a life jacket, and he's got that goofy little... hat. But, yeah, I think Malik is the closest thing to, like, the fan service characters with that, you know? You don't have bench SP, do you? No. Okay, I'm gonna let Malik stay in the party. Like I said, I think Sophie, if I remember correctly, might not be in my preferred party setup. Like I said, I don't fully remember. So, just since I want to let Malik accumulate some SP, I'm gonna let him stay in the party for a while.
We've traveled all around Windor and haven't seen any sign of your home, your family, or even your friends.
That's okay. As long as I have you and Sharia and Pascal, I'm happy.
But...
Aw, you're such a good kid, Sophie.
Well, it's true that she never hides her feelings, so I guess we can assume she means it.
True.
Man, we're the bestest friends ever, huh? Now how's about a quick touch to celebrate?
Stop phrasing it that way.
We can assume she means that, too.
Look, I get it. I do. I get what they're trying to insinuate. But you need to phrase it differently. It's creepy when you phrase it that way, and I am going to complain about it every time it's brought up because I don't appreciate that it's phrased that way. This isn't the end, is it? You know, I kind of figured that after 7 years, you would have gotten, I don't know, new inventory. Probably should pay a little more attention to these requests than I am. Just by the same token, I don't know.
If you don't mind my asking, sir, what do you think of what Richard said?
It's logical. If Strata withdraws, things should settle down in Windor.
I just feel like I don't understand what he's thinking anymore.
There's no denying that His Majesty has changed, but don't look to me for answers.
I'm sorry, Captain. I guess I was out of line.
You graduated from me, Asbel, and you should know that I'm certainly no great champion for you to rely upon.
But as far as I'm concerned, you'll always be the captain.
Then at least stop looking up to me, and look me eye to eye instead.
Captain.
Fair.
Understood.
Yep, that's a fair request. Alright, let's hit the road. Wait. Right. I gotta take a boat to Lant. But you kind of see what I mean. But from like, you know, within like the first hour of the last stream to now, that was the entirety of Richard being deposed, you know? Just, it happens too quickly. Like in another Tales game, that plot point could have been stretched out for, I don't know, maybe 5 hours. Yeah, or at least for a good chunk of the story, you know? And then they could have sprinkled in kernels of what's next while resolving that, you know? Still, unlike some other Tales games, Vesperia, at least
Captain,
they're
what are you doing out here?
building up what comes next.
Just thinking back on my old life as a knight, on all the lives I've saved and taken. It's quite a tally.
I'm sure it is.
I'm only now realizing that being a knight means taking more lives than saving them.
Yeah.
Lives are more than numbers, of course. But many who I killed were fighting only to save someone else. And if I atone for my sins by protecting those whom they sought to save, it'll undoubtedly bring misfortune down on another. Such a vicious cycle. I wonder if we'll ever break free.
Unfortunately, no.
Do you think it's even possible?
Who knows?
As long as people exist, it's not, because people are selfish. It's just the reality of the situation, unfortunately.
Okay, let's do this.
Victory is ours!
Wait, I need to reassign some titles. Hold on. Okay. Stagger strike, that's what I want to focus on. Yep, Mystic Art, please. And we're still working on that for you.
Stay sharp, even against giants.
Great work, Captain!
You're not doing so bad there yourself, Asbel.
Why, thank you, Captain.
This won't take long.
That should buy us some time at least, right?
Guess we don't need to focus too much on fighting here, just since we're so over leveled. They're not going to give us that much SP.
Do you remember what happened at Orland Woods?
That's where I had my field training, right? I fought a monster, and that strange power emerged.
That monster is what I wanted to talk to you about. I looked into the matter further.
Did you find anything?
Unfortunately, nothing that made any sense. To be completely honest with you, I don't even know if the monster you fought was a monster at all.
What do you mean?
The samples that I took didn't match those of any known life form in the kingdom. Even our top scientists said they'd never seen anything like it.
I see. I appreciate you taking the time and looking into it.
I thought you'd press me for more information. Are you so easily satisfied?
I wouldn't say satisfied. I guess I just sort of expected that to be the outcome.
Indeed. Well, that settles that.
My new powers awakened just when that monster appeared. There must be some kind of connection.
Sacre bleu! Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
We are very sad to announce.
This is what happens when you misjudge your foe.
You get a foot up your ass? Yeah, no, fair enough. That's a fair assessment. You know, I don't think that bridge is quite long enough or big enough to properly transition between the two. You know, again, one downside about just
Closed.
the structure of this game is that you don't get a full grasp of how big this world actually is supposed to be.
They'll open it if we ask. At least they always have for me.
Yes, but Asbel is a different story. I think we should keep our distance.
So, Asbel, Can we be all sneaky and avoid the gate?
Well, let me think. I suppose we could head to the canal and just follow it inside.
I kind of feel if you're here as an envoy, you should probably announce yourself publicly and wish to speak to somebody. I'm just saying. Look, I know that you have been cast out or whatever, but if you're here on official business, you kind of need to approach this in a...
Huh? I was barely even trying.
Really, Asbel? That was your true strength?
Huh?
Guess I did never come back down here after I aged after the time skip. You're... Hey, Strata guy, you're not going to stop us. Just going to let's walk in? Okay.
Well, this is unexpected. I don't remember seeing you on my calendar.
Hubert, we have to talk. I won't ask you to accept unconditional withdrawal, but let's at least sit down and negotiate. Winder's supply of Creus is dangerously low, and if it runs out, the citizens will be in trouble. Please, Hubert.
Does Windor's new king really think that sending my brother will convince me to withdraw?
I asked to come.
Then you are naive.
Lieutenant, it's an emergency. Windor's army is attacking. They've come with staggering numbers, and our forces have already been pushed back into town.
What?
What the hey? We came here to stop a war.
So, you come to me under a flag of peace, but with an army at your back.
No, that isn't why we came.
It's almost charming how badly you've underestimated me. Order the troops into defensive formation. Hold Windor back no matter what the cost.
Yes, sir!
Hubert, please! I didn't know anything about this. You have to believe me.
Then you're both a pawn and a fool.
And you're a dick.
What do we do?
Let's go outside. We have to find out what's happening.
So I seem to remember something about there possibly being a, like, that's what I'm looking for. There's like a secret passage there. Yeah, you wouldn't have anything profound to say. You are such a useless character.
So, was your brother convinced? If you want something done right, you have to do it yourself.
Richard, why are you doing this?
I already told you. I was planning on attacking Lant. I'm doing this for you, Asbel. Remember when I promised to help you reclaim your homeland?
I never asked for this, Richard!
Oh, I know, but I decided to do it anyway. The people of this land must understand that there will be no mercy for those who defy me.
No mercy? It seems like that's the only thing you ever talk about anymore. What you're doing is wrong!
So be it then. Before I proceed to deal with Lant, it appears that I'm going to have to deal with you first.
Sharia, take the others. Round up as many townspeople as you can and get them to safety. Hurry, while we're talking. Once the fighting starts, it'll be too late.
All right, Asbel. Come on, Sophie. Let's go. No, I'm staying. Come on. Asbel! Asbel!
I will ask you one more time, Asbel. What is it that I have done wrong? I thought that you, of all people, would always understand me.
You should know better. You can't control people through violence and fear. Nothing good ever comes of it. If that's the kind of ruler you are, then we'll never have true peace. Please, listen to me. Go back to the way you were.
You're serious. How disappointing. Everyone has betrayed me. And in the end, even you have!
Hubert!
Is that really Richard? How can he be so strong? Now die!
Sophie, why did you come back?
To protect you.
Epic anime action sequence. If you remember,
There's that light, just like before.
when Sophie died. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this.
Not you again. How long do you plan to stand against me?
Because if you remember, Hubert was the other person
Forever.
who was
This time I won't let them get hurt.
who was present when Sophie died.
Is your memory back?
And if you remember, she glowed when she was attacking the monster that, you know, killed her and nearly killed everyone else.
No. It's happening again.
You betrayed me. You betrayed me!
I expect the best from everyone.
Yep. So, Richard now has a Nova Barrier, which, if you remember, a Nova Barrier is what that monster that we fought on Asbel's first mission with Malik. And it just had some unusual protection that could only be hurt by using that, you know, power that Asbel gained. Again, it's pretty obvious he gained it from Sophie. Again, I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything by just outright stating that. You're not gonna lie, it honestly kind of sounds like Asbel saying your mom when he's trying to say be gone. Peace be the journey. Oh, more Japanime. Yeah, we're just kind of here.
Your Majesty, you must withdraw! All men, fall back!
Asbel! Sophie! Hubert! Are you all right? Talk to me.
Sophie, are you all right? Hold on!
I'm fine. I remember now. I remember you. Every one of you. When you were young. Hubert was shy, but he tried his best and always worried about everyone. Sharia was sick, but that didn't stop her from being cheerful and friendly. And I remember Asbel. He was strong and kind. He always protected me, no matter what we faced. It's good to see you.
Yeah, indeed.
Lieutenant! Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. What's the situation outside?
Windor's army has retreated from the city, along with King Richard.
Deploy men to defend the gates immediately. Do not pursue Windor.
Yes, sir.
I failed to protect anyone again.
That's not true. You protected me, Asbel. You saved me. Just like you did when you were a child. I don't remember much, but still I'm glad. And yet, I wonder why. I'm scared, for some reason.
It's like you got your memories back of when you were...
I'm afraid to search deeper and remember my past.
From when you knew Asbel before,
Sophie.
but you haven't regained your memories about who you are. What? Normally, a save file with the title like that would be a
as for
cleared
Windor,
file.
large numbers of their troops remain deployed on the high roads leading to Grailside and Barona.
So they could easily stage another attack.
However, the Fendelians have shown recent signs of activity as well. We've deployed a squad to the Fendel border and are increasing our surveillance. If they plant something, we won't be caught off guard. Oh, and Lieutenant, what was that light that appeared during the last battle?
You need not include those details in your report.
Might I ask why? It could be a new weapon developed by the enemy.
Official reports are no place for guesswork and speculation.
I mean, he's got a
Very
point.
well. But we still have to consider the Creus issue. Our higher-ups are demanding that we increase production in the Creus mines, and yet nothing has been done.
We lack the manpower to do it ourselves, and I will not force the people of Lant into hard labor. We are not here as a conquering force. We are their allies.
I suppose that's one way of putting it. However, you appear to be prioritizing the local people over the orders of our superiors.
You only think that because you still see me as a wayward orphan from Lant.
But isn't that precisely what you are?
I am a soldier of Strata. I cast aside my homeland 7 long years ago. Or rather, they cast me aside.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Hubert.
Oh man, I don't think we can get any closer.
Better question is, why are we
It
here?
doesn't look like they're crossing the border. They're probably worried about Strata.
What will you do now, Asbel?
Just what I can, I think. I have to ensure that Lant isn't swept into another battle. And then there's Sophie. She died 7 years ago. She died protecting us. But now she's back, and not a year older. I may not understand it, but I'll make sure we don't lose her again.
Yeah, and we're totally gonna help. Right, Mr. Captain?
Of course.
Thank you.
Well, we came to investigate the Fendelian army, and we've done that. Let's head back into town.
Agreed. Come on, Sophie. It's time to go.
Can we visit the meadow?
Go ahead. Pascal and I will meet you in town.
Okay. Let's go, Sophie.
Okay, it's just us. I think this is the farthest north that we've been thus far. Oh, wait, right. This is where we popped out for that surprise attack on the Fendel army. Wait, what? Oh, right. No, I know what that is. Is this still just Belith? Yeah. Yeah. Definitely worth it, though, after all that.
This won't take long.
You're not wrong.
That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
Yeah, you're kind of right about that one, Asbel. Magic, healing, water, and shit. Arrested Development was a good show.
I can't believe it's true. You really are the same Sophie.
But it is true.
Oh, I know. But there was a part of me that was sure I'd never see you again. It just makes me so happy.
Being able to remember you makes me happy too. But everyone has grown so big. And I'm still...
Uh-oh. She must be bothered that she hasn't developed at all in 7 years. Don't you worry, Sophie. Even if your height and such haven't grown, you're still the same old Sophie to us.
That's...
And such? What else is there?
Oh, sorry, nothing at all.
Asbel, you put your foot in your mouth hard.
This is where we met, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, both times I met you, it was here.
Just realized we kind of completely destroyed the flowers with those war machines.
What happened to me after I saved you? And what happened before I met you? Where was I? What was I doing? Thinking about it worries me. Maybe I can't remember because it's something I shouldn't remember.
Yeah, but you don't know for sure that your past was bad.
True.
Besides, what happened in the past isn't important. All that matters is right now.
Right now.
Let's go home. I don't want people to worry.
Okay.
That's just a cool design. Just that tree out on that little outcropping.
Hey, Asbel. Do you think Richard will come back?
I don't know, but if he does, Lant will become a war zone again. I imagine the Fendolian army is just waiting for a chance to strike.
A war.
And if a battle breaks out, there'll be nothing I can do to stop it. I can't possibly protect Lant against such adversaries.
Asbel? Don't you like Lant anymore?
Of course I do. I just know now that conviction alone isn't enough.
So Lant will become a war zone?
No, everything will be okay.
Yeah, but you haven't said how, Asbel. I appreciate the conviction, but you've said so yourself that ain't enough, and... Also, good God, it just kind of registered in my brain. I'm already at level 37. That is ridiculous for this early in the game. Okay, how much time has passed since the fight?
I found the medicine and bandages you were asking for, Sharia.
Thank you, Bailey.
Asbel.
What can I do to help?
Nothing. We have everything under control. We'd be fools to depend on someone who vanished during our time of greatest need. If help is required, Hubert will no doubt provide it.
Well, fuck you too, Bailey.
Bailey doesn't understand.
He's probably talking about my decision to join the Knight Academy. And he's right. I was gone for 7 years. I abandoned my duty and thought only of myself.
I don't agree.
Maybe I should just leave Lant for good.
You're going to leave again? I heard Hubert might be leaving too.
What are you talking about?
I overheard one of the soldiers. Apparently, Strata is displeased with the way Hubert is handling things here. I think they're going to recall him.
Recall him? What's Hubert going to do about it?
I don't know.
If Hubert leaves, what will happen to Lant? I have to go see my brother.
Asbel, are we all going to be separated again? No, I can't let that happen.
I definitely think this is the Tales game that has like some of the most inner monologue out of all the Tales games. Another bit with Mom by the looks of it. Okay, could you actually say why you sent him away? Because, quite frankly, I really feel that's a glaring oversight.
Hubert, is it true you've been recalled to Strata?
Who told you that? Anyway, yes, I've been recalled. The order was signed by the President, so I don't have a lot of wiggle room.
I guess Strata's not happy with how things are going. What does that mean for your return there?
I'll likely be stripped of my title and never set foot here again.
Did you go against their plans for Lant's sake?
It's foolish to sacrifice future stability for immediate profits. Even a common soldier such as myself can see that.
I want you to stay. You've meant a great deal to Lant. I can see that clearly enough. You have the ability to think ahead and guide our people to a more prosperous future. I don't have the talent for that kind of thing. You're the only one who can protect Lant now. Hubert, please.
Surprising words coming from the Lord of Lant. Even if in name only. You don't mind your lands being ruled by a stranger?
You're not a stranger. You're my brother.
What?
I believe you will always act in the best interests of Lant. So all I can do now is help you.
If only there was more time.
What would you do with more time?
I can't solve all of Lant's problems, but I could fix quite a few. At the very least, I'd like to strengthen our defenses and make plans for an orderly transition of power.
Then I'll go to Strata instead. I'll tell them how much you mean to both countries. I don't know if I can stop your recall, but I should be able to buy some time.
Do you realize what you're saying? There will be no way to guarantee your safety.
If it helps you, I'm willing to risk it.
Why are you doing this?
Because it's a way for me to protect Lant.
I'll write a letter to the President. Bring it to the Presidential Palace in the capital city of Uliberte.
So you're accepting my proposal?
And be careful around Mr. Oswell. Don't ask for his help, no matter what.
Isn't he your adoptive father?
He is, first and foremost, a businessman with considerable influence in Stratton politics. The plan to station troops here was almost entirely his idea.
I see. You're in a tough position, Hubert, and yet you're still doing your best for Lant. Thank you.
All right, get going. That letter won't deliver itself.
Okay, I'm off.
Got how long it took to
like control the port that lets you access Strata's mainland. You can get there through the west gate.
I forgot how long it actually takes for Hubert to, like, join the party.
I hope Asbel and Hubert aren't fighting.
Sir, may I come in?
What? You're asking them to rescind the recall order?
What is the meaning of this, Lieutenant?
I have entrusted Asbel Lant with a letter for our president. If the order is rescinded, I will remain here. If that is not to be, then at least I'll leave someone behind to continue what I've started.
Am I to understand you won't be choosing me as your replacement?
Interpret things as you will.
Your actions will lead to great losses for the Oswell family.
My duty is to Strata. All other considerations are secondary. I am simply acting in my country's best interest. Or do you think the prosperity of the Oswell family should take precedence, Cousin Raymond?
My uncle would be saddened to hear you speak such things. It's like taking in a stray dog only to have it bite you.
You can say whatever you like. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business to attend to.
Does that mean Asbel left already?
Damn him! Damn that upstart brat! Finally I get a chance to take charge of Lance, and he pulls this! What was my uncle thinking when he adopted him? I'm the one who's working for the good of the Oswells! I must stop that letter from reaching Strata!
Oh no, I have to warn Asbel.
You there! What are you doing?
What? Who's there?
Uh-oh.
You. Were you listening at the door?
No, I was just... Ow! Let me go!
She's one of Asbel Lant's friends. If I were to use her... You won't win so easily this time, Hubert.
What a pissant.
There you are. Good. I have a favor to ask. Will you come to Strata with me? I'm going to ask the President to rescind Hubert's recall order. Honestly, it could be dangerous. I don't know how the President will respond. But I need your help. So please come with me.
I'll come.
Thanks, Sophie.
I'll come as well. I've hardly done anything to repay my debt to you yet.
I'm totally coming. I've never been to Strata.
Thanks, you two. Has anyone seen Sharia?
She bolted off a little while ago. Looked kinda nervousy, too.
Perhaps I can be of some assistance.
We're not even leaving Lot before you're being a tool.
Sharia Barnes is currently under my care.
What does that mean?
She was caught eavesdropping on military secrets. The punishment for this crime is severe. I might be convinced to grant her a pardon, but there will be conditions. In exchange for your friend's safety, you will abandon your mission to Strata.
Hey! You just totally took her hostage! I won't let you hurt Sharia.
Now, I wouldn't attack me if I were you. Assuming, that is, that you care at all for your friend's life.
Damn you.
Give me the letter. Do it quickly before I have the girl devoured by monsters.
Oh, cousin. To think that you would stoop so low.
Lieutenant!
You will tell me where Sharia is, and you will do it now. If not, I will file a report for home detailing your clumsy attempt at blackmail. And that's not all. I will also inform them that you attempted to steal an official letter from a superior officer. Whatever you do, please decide quickly.
You leave me no choice!
Raymond! You damn fool! I'll take care of Raymond. Go find Sharia. Hurry!
Damn it! Sharia, where did they take you?
Yeah, because offing yourself is clearly the best situation. He's a fucking loser. I
Hubert
hate
just
that.
told me not to trust his own adopted father, Mr. Oswell.
Oswell is his adopted father?
You know him?
Only by reputation. If you travel to Strata, dealing with him won't be easy.
Hubert must be harboring all kinds of difficult feelings about Mr. Oswell. And that's why I want to help him.
Guys, nobody cares about any of this. Let's go find Sharia already.
She's
Fair.
blunt, but right. However, we've little information to go on.
Raymond won't be any help in his condition. Maybe someone in town knows more.
Look, it's a Sofaria. It's withered.
I think it's been pressed. It looks quite old.
Pressed?
When people want to save important flowers, they press them between pieces of paper to dry them out.
Could it be? I bet this belongs to Sharia. That means she must be up ahead somewhere.
Everyone, this way!
I mean, let's be real. The fact that this world is kind of just straight hallways connecting. Yeah, if we go this way, we'll be fine.
That flower we picked up in Lant is a Sofaria.
That sounds like your name. Is it a coincidence?
No, it's not. I was named after this flower.
I see.
Asbel, Hubert, and Sharia gave me my name. Back when they were kids. It's very important to me.
Is that right? Then take good care of both the name and the flower.
Yes, I will, Captain.
Since I'm willing to bet that's the Sofaria Asbel, or even Sophie gave Sharia that day. So, it's clearly very important to her. Hey, mofo.
We are very sad to announce.
What's our motto?
Never give up.
Right. They do keep saying that, even though Richard's not in the party anymore. Oh, he did? Oh. Oh yeah, he looks good in that.
I have to escape and warn everyone. Come on, just a little more. Yes, got it. It's locked. Let me out! Somebody open this door!
Sharia!
Right. This was kind of foreshadowed in the back when they were still kids, the Beast Masters of Strata.
I think that's all of them. Ooh, boy, oh boy, that was really close. Sharia, are you okay? Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
How could you have been so stupid?
What? Asbel,
No, I didn't mean... Things just happened.
Things just happened? If we had been a minute later, then you would have been killed.
Asbel, what the fuck are you
Trying to be
doing?
captured, Asbel. And you don't even know what happened, so stop yelling at me.
Yeah, Asbel, you're overreacting here.
Here, kids, now calm down. Everything's
Sorry,
just
I
fine,
can't
isn't it?
I can't get behind you on this one, Asbel.
Do you know how worried I was?
You were worried? Oh, that's rich. Look, all this happened because I was trying to save you.
You know, you've been treating me like crap ever since I came back here.
I mean, you kind of deserve it, Asbel. Don't get me wrong, Sharia did not...
That's your fault.
Sharia did not have a healthy relationship with you.
All this is your fault. 7 years ago, you walked out of my life. You never came back. I didn't know if I'd ever see you again. I missed you. Damn it. I missed you so much. I wanted to come see you, but I was worried you wouldn't want me there. So I didn't.
Sorry. I felt like I couldn't come back till I was a knight.
Aw, they're so close they make me jealous.
Indeed.
Both of you just shut up. Asbel's nothing but a big jerk, and I don't care about him at all.
There we go. That's the Sharia I remember.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Sharia.
It just means that it's time for you to relax a little.
I'm really glad that you're the same girl I used to know. And I'm also really glad that, well, I mean, I'm just glad that you're safe.
Is your fight over?
Our fight? Yeah, it's over. We're good now. Isn't that right, Sharia?
When she punches you in the face.
Yes. It's all over. So, are you friends? Yes. Good then. Make a friendship pact.
I know this is... Oh.
Young love, ain't it wonderful?
Enough of your jokes, Pascal. Well, we should start heading back. We need to report our success.
I know this is a trope, you know, the couple bickering, but I am grateful that you could tell with both of them blushing, they both, at the very least, acknowledge that they do have feelings for one another. So it's, at least to me, it's less of the whole, yeah, they like each other, but they're too stupid or too stubborn to acknowledge it. So, I don't know, it's something that I can get behind it. It doesn't annoy me like something like this normally would. Then again, I admit I have a weak spot / blind spot for the Tales series, so I could just be willfully ignorant or willfully ignoring the problems, you know?
Sharia, I'm glad you're safe. This would not have happened if I had monitored my subordinates more closely. I apologize.
Well, it's over now, so there's no need to worry. That's a terrible wound.
His plan was coming undone, and so he stabbed himself. It was incredibly foolish.
And he's stupid.
You'll be all right. I'll take care of you.
You...
You should be fine now. Just make sure to get lots of rest.
I treated you poorly. Why are you doing this?
It's called compassion, you fucking fucktard.
Let's agree to forget all that, all right?
No.
Thank you.
And the next time you feel like doing something crazy, stop and think about it.
I will.
Fucktard.
Come on, let's get to Strata and deliver that letter. Sharia, are you coming?
Yes, of course.
All right, kids, let's get walking.
Wait, please. Take this. I meant to give it to you earlier, but things got hectic.
What's this bag?
It's nothing really. It's just a good luck charm. Anyway, if you're going to go, you'd best get moving.
You got it.
And be careful.
I just realized I never really looked at Malik's setup. Probably should be wrapping up soon. I still have work in the morning. I gotta finish packing. Wow, by the same token, I don't know. Same token, I want to keep playing. If nothing else, I'd like to at least get to Strata.
Asbel, can I see what Hubert gave you?
Must be nice to get a charm from your little bro.
That's funny. When Asbel first entered the academy, he talked about his brother all the time.
Captain, come on. We don't need to bring all that up now.
We really don't.
I want to hear it.
Okay,
Me
we can
too.
bring it up now.
Asbel's brother had been sent to Strata, and he worried about him constantly. Was he lonely? Was he being bullied? His brother was a quiet sort, and Asbel worried others would mistake that for weakness. You even sent him a letter, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
Yeah, but I never got a reply.
I'm sure he knew you were thinking of him.
I hope so.
Here's the charm back. It's a special gift from Hubert. I'm sure it will protect you.
Thanks, brother. Okay, we're almost to the port. Let's hurry.
I do find it interesting that, like, the powers Sharia got from Sophie made her this great healer, but Sophie's healing abilities are very basic. Like, I think Sophie only can learn, like, first aid, which kind of ties into the fact that, you know, she's the punching character. Because very frequently the character who uses their fist do learn rudimentary first aid. Because, like, Regal, I mean, I know Regal kicked.
It looks like Straton's soldiers are guarding the port.
Because Regal from Symphonia could learn healer.
We can take that boat to Strata.
Jude from Zelia could learn first aid. But yeah. Whereas, like, Sharia gets the full-on advanced healing techniques. No, hold on.
It'll be a while before we reach Strata. We probably ought to eat something to tide us over.
Good idea. I bet the cafeteria on board will be expensive.
We have the money.
Sharia.
You should eat something too, Sophie. Because if you decide you're hungry later, it'll be too late once we're on board.
Okay, I understand.
You too, Pascal.
Yeah, whatevs. I'm not hungry.
That doesn't matter. Eat something.
She has a
They
point.
aren't even selling anything good around here.
What's wrong with grilled chicken?
Well, you know, I'm not into the greasy stuff.
You like grilled chicken, Sharia? Of course. It's like they say, real women eat chicken.
What?
Only you say that.
What? That's not an expression. West, Lot, Port. And we're mosey. Oh, cutscene.
Oh, Sharia. I picked this up earlier.
Oh, I thought I lost this. Thank you.
Is it the same Soferia I gave you?
Huh? Well, yeah, it is. Is that okay? The times we spent together are some of my favorite memories. And after everyone left and I was alone, I used those memories to keep going. I honestly never thought we'd be together again. I mean all of us. Sophie too. Not just you and me.
I understand. I'm happy we're all together again, too.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand anything.
No, I think he does, but I don't think he's in a position to be able to acknowledge those feelings right now, Sharia.
Your Majesty, you should rest. I must insist that you return to your room at once.
I'm fine. There is no need.
But sire, you are still recovering from the grievous wounds you received.
I am not a normal human, Dallin.
What does that mean?
Hey,
I am
Muffin.
King of Windor. Do not think to equate me with mere commoners.
How you doing?
The king must be strong, and I must become even stronger.
Yep, David Vin.
And I know just what to do. There is great power here in Windor. And not just here.
Doing alright, just waking up. This guy looks evil.
This entire world is filled with incredible power.
Yep. Yeah. I'm probably going to have to be ending the stream pretty quick here. But yeah, I mean... He's technically... Well...
So this is Strata's port, huh? I wonder how long it'll take to reach you, Liberte.
Pardon me, but are you heading to the capital?
Convenient.
Unfortunately, the road is currently blocked by the Rakagon.
The Rakagon?
It's a large monster with a rock-like appearance. Still, this is odd. I'd heard that the Rockagong was an intelligent and docile creature that never troubled humans.
Normally that's true, but right now it's rampaging on the high road between Sable Isole and the capital. It's a dangerous situation, so the military has closed the high road to all through traffic.
Yeah, I was sort of surprised when I checked and saw you were still streaming. Got 6 hours sleep, so pretty decent sleep. That's good. I never get 6 hours of sleep anymore. I'm lucky to get 5 or more. Yeah, it was. I really should have stopped streaming about an hour ago, but I wanted to
so much about the local wildlife, Captain.
keep playing.
I spent time here before joining the Knights. The Rockagong is beloved among the citizens of Strata.
So, what's the plan, Asbel?
Hard to say without knowing more about the situation. For now, let's head for the town of Sable Isole.
Yeah. Alright, let's find a save station. But yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about Richard, since Richard is meant to be like Asbel's childhood friend, and Asbel was like Richard's only friend. But it's also like, yeah, him kind of becoming the main villain, just sort of, well, that's hard to say, because I want to outright, yeah, I'm going to kind of spoil it. Richard is, how do I put this? Richard is possessed. And the thing possessing him, their personality, let's see, how you doing? I'm doing okay. I wish I didn't have work in the morning, because I would very much like to just go to sleep, wake up, and then travel to where Abby is and just be done with it, but I've still got to go to work for at least half the day tomorrow. But
Asbel, I've been wondering, when did His Majesty's behavior begin to change?
I don't know, probably after he got like his torso sliced open and technically died.
When I first saw him again, he seemed like the same Richard we knew before. But soon after that, his personality began to change.
It maybe had something to do with the mortal wound that the giant got, the knight with the giant sword that should have cut him in half. Maybe it was that.
I wonder what happened to him.
Gee, I don't know.
Last time we saw him, back at Launt, I could barely recognize him.
It's almost as if he had a dark aura emanating that first spread from his eyes after he was cut in half.
It's possible he may never return to the man he used to be.
That's not true.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Richard will come back. Everything will be like it was before. And the same goes for Hubert. I just know it.
Sharia, you really need to learn how to move on
Don't
in
worry.
life.
I'm not giving up on them.
Nor should you. But again, I really feel we're kind of overlooking the fact that Richard technically died in front of you. And that was what triggered the personality change. It's almost like when Sophie died in front of you, and then she came back to life. I really want to stress again, this is a game where the characters carry it through. The problem is the story is a little too choppy for its own good. Yeah, a long day of school today. I had to make sure I had enough sleep since last Friday. I fell asleep during chemistry class. That sucks. Most stereotypical way. That sucks, man. Anyway, yeah, I've got to finish packing. So I gotta end the stream now. I wanted to keep going, but I've got too much I still gotta do. So there is not gonna be any. Well, okay. Just to reiterate, there's probably not gonna be any streams this week, and definitely not on Saturday. Maybe I might have time for some streaming on Sunday. It's not gonna be in the morning. It might be sometime in the afternoon, but. Yeah. I might be able... My normal streaming schedule might be able to resume the following weekend. We'll see. If not, I still need to find a more stable time to stream this game, since I'm still going to be streaming Edgelord in the morning. Now, I should be able to beat Metroid Prime next time I stream it, unless I do like a quick short stream. I don't know. And then we can move on to the next game after that. I think that's all the announcements. Okay, I'm not sure when, but I'll see you guys then. Have a good rest of your day.